evening, everybody. Tonight I'm going to share with you a very well-loved story from our bookshelf, and I'm sure lots of you can relate to it. And it's called Football Fever. My little brother used to be normal. He did the normal things little brothers do. He dressed up as a pirate. He snuggled up on the sofa and he watched cartoons. He played games. He lost. He won. But then he caught football fever. I think he caught it off Dad. Mum says Dad had football fever since he was a boy. She says there's no cure. My little brother doesn't have spots or a rash. He doesn't really look different, but he acts crazy. He can't stop kicking things. He rolls up his socks and he kicks them up and down the hall. He kicks stones along the pavement. He kicks balls in the garden. And sometimes he kicks me, but he doesn't mean to. That's just the way it is when you've got football fever. Now, all he talks about is football. Extra time, offside, red card, penalty, free kick, corner, open goal. He hits a screamer, past the keeper, into the roof of the net. What a goal! William, you're making my head spin, says Mum. He can't help it, I say. He's got football fever. Dad says I think it's time I took you to a club to play proper football. Yes, shouted my little brother. He punched the air and he put his shirt over his head. Mum and I shook our head. Football fever, we sighed. Now last Sunday, Dad took my little brother to a football club. I had to go too. The fresh air will do you good, Dad said. There were lots of children there, my little brother's friends, some a bit older, just like me. So first they did some training. They practiced passing and shooting and kicking a ball between a line of cones. My little brother wasn't very good at this. He knocked most of the cones over. Then the children were put into teams to play a match. My little brother was very excited. His team wore the red shirts. My little brother ran up and down like a madman. He chased and he chased, but he couldn't catch up with the ball. But he was still grinning like crazy. "This is great!" he yelled. Then my little brother started to kick the ball, but not always in the right direction. Once the ball hit him in the face. After that, he stopped running for a bit. But then the fever came back again and he started chasing the ball again. At half time, the score was 0-0. No one had scored a goal. So in the second half, my little brother ran about more than ever. The ball went up one end, down the other end, and my little brother went with it. "Come on, I shouted. I really wanted the Reds to win. Suddenly, one of the big boys in my little brother's team got the ball. He ran up the field. My little brother ran up the field behind him. The big boy passed the ball to my little brother. He was right in front of the goal. Shoot! Dad shouted. I wanted to shout, but I was too excited. My little brother kicked the ball and fell over. But the ball rolled in. Goal! Dad and I jumped up and down and hugged each other. My little brother ran around the pitch, waving his hands in the air. It was his first goal, and it was the winner. The Reds had won the match. Now, my little brother's got football fever worse than ever. But guess what? Next Sunday, I'm going to play at the club with him. Because I've got football fever too. What's it like in your house? Have a good weekend. Good night.